So as I'm showing you this image of this older gentleman here, what's your initial reaction or interpretation of this image? You may be drawn to the dryness of this hamburger that he's eating, or perhaps the almost Thanos-esque size of this older man's arm. Perhaps you're drawn to the forearm vascularity, but other than those three things that I've mentioned, there's really not much going on here. The photo by itself is completely unremarkable. It was more so the caption that this photo was tweeted with that would cause it to go viral online and make this man and his family a giant meme. I've covered several stories on this channel, and some of them are enticing for various reasons, being that there was some sort of dramatic turn of events, a hero came out, or someone did a bold stunt that made them famous online or popular in the news circuits. But in this scenario, a situation happened that was so routine and mundane, yet it still became viral online, surely because the internet is willing to make a meme and a huge deal out of the smallest things. This video will cover how Twitter can band together and fix perceived unjust situations. Fire up your grill, get your hamburger patties, because I'm about to tell you how Papaw got into the biggest pickle of his entire life. This is the story of Hamburger Papaw, aka Sad Papaw. Let's go ahead and dive right into this one. Our story starts on March 16th of 2016 with retired iron industry worker, 66-year-old Oklahoma resident, Kenneth Harmon. Mr. Harmon had just turned 66 years old on March 16th, and to celebrate his birthday, he thought it would be fun to have his grandkids over for a good old American hamburger cookout. So Kenneth Harmon puts the word out to his grandkids, telling them that he's about to whip up some of them old-fashioned pawpaw patties and y'all need to come through. So he sends the word out to all of his grandkids, 6 of them to be exact. After a few phone calls were made, Papaw would pick up some ground beef and buns and other burger supplies from the store and made sure that he had everything he needed for a solid cookout. Later that afternoon, his granddaughter Kelsey Harmon would arrive and was ready to grill out with Papaw. So believing that the other 5 grandkids would be arriving shortly after Kelsey and Papaw went ahead and started firing up the grill and threw some patties on. Because surely the grandkids will be here soon, might as well have the burgers ready for everybody to eat and have a good time. Papaw would go on to grill a total of 12 patties, all of which were associated with buns, pickles, and other fixins. However, as he was removing the final patty from the grill, Papaw and Kelsey had come to the sad realization that none of the other grandkids had arrived. It seemed as though the other grandkids had bigger priorities in their life and they couldn't spend a few hours to celebrate their own grandfather's birthday. And honestly, everything that we have discussed so far with this story is pretty routine stuff. Let's admit it, there's tons of elderly people around the world that are completely neglected by their children and grandchildren. However, this situation starts getting mad crazy whenever Twitter gets involved. So after realizing that no other grandchildren would be arriving, Kelsey and Papaw began eating hamburgers together. And while Papaw is eating his burger, Kelsey pulls her phone out and captures one of the most iconic photos captured in internet history. This iconic Sad Papaw photo taken by Kelsey features him looking down with this solemn, morose expression on his face, and I could only imagine he was going through what must have been extreme disappointment and a feeling of neglect. The photo that Kelsey took of Sad Papaw would be uploaded to her Twitter account with the caption "Heard around the world," and this caption that Kelsey would post associated with this photo just made the perfect recipe for a viral tweet. Here's the caption right here. "Dinner with Papaw tonight. He made 12 burgers for all 6 grandkids, and I'm the only one who showed. Love him." Now after dropping this tweet, the two would go on to enjoy their evening together, eating on burgers presumably, but something would happen that completely caught Kelsey and Papaw off guard. It seemed as though Kelsey's photo and tweet caption really struck a nerve with wine mom / relatable white girl Twitter, and the post would begin to go viral. People generally responded to the tweet with sympathetic posts making reference to missing their own grandparents or expressed their sadness for Papaw in this situation. "I've lost all my grandparents. If yours are still alive, show them you love them, please. Hashtag grandparents, hashtag be kind, hashtag love." Poor Papaw made all them burgers for no reason. Why couldn't they just show up to Pawpaw's dinner? I can't look at that Papaw picture without wanting to cry. Like, who does that to their grandfather? Crying emojis. Kelsey's tweet about sad Papaw was going absolutely viral. This thing would go on to get 100,000 retweets in just a few hours. And both her and Papaw were completely floored with the reaction that the internet was giving them. While many of the tweets were generally statements of sympathy, there were some users who were actively looking to find the other grandkids online and call them out for flaking on Papaw. And Kelsey would go on to admit that Twitter users had been sending death threats to her cousins, and the whole situation had been blown completely out of proportion. Papaw is okay, guys, I promise, and he loves all grandkids equally. Please stop sending my cousins death threats. Everything is okay. One of the grandkids who had been identified on Twitter was Harmon, who, after Kelsey's tweet went viral, would go to Pawpaw's house the following day and ate lunch with Papaw himself. He posted this tweet: "Guys, don't worry, I came to Pawpaw's house and I'm having a burger with him." But despite his effort to appear, this wasn't enough. He was still getting hateful reactions from Twitter. Why just now? Oh, so you can go after you go viral, but not before. You better be apologizing. So people on Twitter were taking the plight of sad Papaw very personally. It's almost as if Kelsey's cousins had personally betrayed the trust of their own grandpa. So in a sense, sad Papaw not only became a meme, but he became the grandfather of the internet. But with Twitter taking this situation all so seriously, was it really that serious in the first place? I mean, was sad Papaw or was Kenneth Harmon emotionally distraught by his grandchildren not showing up that evening? It turns out that he really wasn't. Now, surely he was a bit disappointed, but in an interview where Daily Mail got the entire family together for lunch, Kelsey, Papaw, and the other grandkids helped give better context to what Papaw was going through at the time, and also describe who he is as a person and better define his personality. Check out this interview right here.
I have a solemn look sometimes. People say I don't smile enough. It's my personality.
He's just very sarcastic. Papaw's very sarcastic, like, with everything.
And was he really sad?
No.
No. I don't think so.
As soon as I saw the picture, I was like, that's just his face.
I always want everybody to be there, but I don't get upset about things like that.
I think that's where people went wrong, is like they don't understand that we are a very family-oriented family. It's not like we just did start. I mean, we see him regularly, so.
I wasn't like the picture showed. This thing's exploded now.
After watching this interview, you know, I can't help but feel as though Kelsey was clout chasing super hard with that tweet she made, because this entire interview undermines the sentiment behind her tweet. It seems as though Papaw didn't even give a shit and she was just milking the situation for some followers. But anyways, now the funniest part about this whole story, it's not this interview, it's not the whole reaction from Twitter, although that's definitely a huge component of it. It's really the ending of this story. The ending of this is funny, but it's also one of the more wholesome things that we got out of 2016. Because of the massive online fame Papaw gained and the supportive outcry from the internet, the family decided the one thing they could do to give back would be to have a public cookout open to everyone to attend on March 26th to show their appreciation for the sympathetic comments that Twitter users had gave to them. The announcement was put up by one of the grandchildren, Harmon. Just got done talking to Papaw and he wants to invite everyone out for a burger next Saturday. Papaw would like me to formally announce he's having a cookout next Saturday on March 26th from 11 to 4. Papaw will be cooking burgers. Burgers will be $2 a burger. We will also be selling t-shirts with a picture of Papaw on them and this saying, "I had a burger with Papaw." This is an invitation for everyone who would like to come. Papaw said he will cook and take pictures all day if people show up. This cookout will take place in 15835 State Highway 39, Purcell, Oklahoma 73080. bring your friends and family out and have a burger with Papaw. Again, this is an open invitation for everyone. The cookout would turn out to be a massive success with hundreds showing up, some local residents, some traveling across the states, and some even coming from different countries including Australia and Germany. And here's some clips from the cookout. Enjoy.
Hard to believe that this many people are excited about a cookout.
Yes, more than one person showed up for burgers with Sad Papaw this time around. Sad Papaw, whose story went viral on the internet recently, hosted a cookout Saturday, and people from all over came to a small Oklahoma town to attend.
There's folks here from Pennsylvania, Virginia, New York, California, Germany.
And on Saturday, hundreds snapped up the $2 burgers and bought I Ate a Burger with Papaw t-shirts.
This was really good. It was real juicy, real flavorful. It was awesome.
And you guys came all the way from Wisconsin?
Yep, absolutely. It's the middle part of Wisconsin, so if it's the glove, it'd be like right there.
Okay.
From Crestview, Florida.
From where?
Crestview.
Crestview. Is that by the beach?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes from Destin.
Where are you from?
About 8 miles from here, and we debated whether or not it was worthwhile.
I really want to cop one of those I Ate a Burger with Sad Papaw t-shirts, but I guess if I had one I'd be a liar because, well, I didn't eat a burger with Sad Papaw. But after the cookout, Sad Papaw went back to living a normal life, as with many obscure internet memes do. And as far as I understand, he's doing okay. I think he's just living that retired life. There's a tweet by Kelsey Harmon pretty recently, early of January 2019, where she says, "How are people still concerned about my grandpa?" I don't think she would have put a tweet out about him if there was something wrong with him, so I'm assuming that everything with Sad Papaw is okay. If anyone knows anything different, let me know. But shout out to Papaw and shout out to the Harmon family. Your boy wavywebsurf loves him. A good wholesome meme. And by golly, that was the most wholesome meme that we probably got out of 2016. But let me know what you guys think about Sad Papaw. Drop your suggestions for the next video in the comment section. Make sure you check me out on Instagram, link in the description box. Major shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. wavywebsurf out. Peace.